What is up, B fam? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a blessed time. I know times are hard right now, and I pray for peace and love, and I pray for joy, and I just pray that the Spirit of God just floods our nation and our country and completely changes our lives around. I do believe that there's going to be a revival coming soon, and I'm so excited what God has planned for the future. I know and I trust the Lord, and I know that He has something awesome planned, so I'm really excited to see what He has. But let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I know it's a bit of a scenery change in my video. We did move a couple of days ago, and I'm super excited because it's really nice, and I'm obsessed with my kitchen. As a lot of you guys know, I love to cook. And so I thought, because I have a new kitchen and I got a real nice kitchen, I'm gonna start doing some new videos where I show you guys how to cook some things, some of my favorite things to cook, and just to show you guys how a Puerto Rican woman gets down in the kitchen, if you know what I mean, okay? If you like this kind of video, like, comment, tell me, Margie, make something. Show me how to make Puerto Rican rice or whatever. Just comment, tell me. I'm gonna make it for you. I'm gonna show you how to make it. I ain't gonna give you the family ingredients, like the secret ingredients, but I'm gonna show you how to make it. Now, first things first, I just got off work. Y'all know I work in the medical field. I did wash my hands, but I'm gonna wash my hands again because sanitation, coronavirus. Look at this cute lemon towel. And you know what? Because we're chefs in this video, we're just gonna drape it over our shoulder and look cool, you know what I'm saying? Now, for today's menu, I didn't tell you guys what I was making. Obviously, I'm not a chef and I'm not a YouTuber, so whatever. We're gonna be making oven-baked red garlic potatoes and peppered steak. So now we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the next portion of the video. Now, do forgive me. I am not a licensed chef by any means, and I'm also not a licensed YouTuber. I just make videos for fun. So bear with me today, okay? What you're gonna need is a bowl, any size bowl. I'm using this Pyrex bowl, not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, let me know. We're gonna need a knife, a cutting board, obviously, because you don't want to ruin your nice counters. We're gonna need some red potatoes. I got the little mini petite ones because they cute. We're gonna need some garlic salt, some adobo because it ain't a Puerto Rican kitchen if you don't got no adobo. And some EVOO spray or just regular EVOO. I don't really have regular EVOO, so I'm just gonna use this spray. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a couple potatoes, as my grandma likes to say, and we're gonna cut them in little squares. So I'm gonna cut it down the middle. I'm gonna cut it down the middle again. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just show you guys what I'm doing. Cut it in this shape, so I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna cut it down the middle, and then I'm gonna cut it this way. One, whoa, 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 one, and there you go. So make sure they're chopped up like that, okay? And because we hungry, we gonna do a lot of these. And I'm not just cooking for myself, I'm cooking for Kaylee too. So I'm just gonna cut down the potatoes. No worries, I do wash these after I cut them, but I'm gonna cut these, throw them in a bowl. Let me just talk to you guys about the Puerto Rican culture. Growing up, I always sit in the kitchen while my grandma was cooking, and I always asked a lot of questions. My grandma, as well as my grandpa, and I'm talking about my Puerto Rican grandma, not my mom grandma, but like my Puerto Rican grandma. In Puerto Rico, I used to stand in the kitchen with her as she was cooking, and I'd ask her lots of questions. And my grandpa, to this day, can still testify that I do ask a lot of questions. And she used to tell me, you know, this is how you do this is how you do this is why you do this is why not to do this, and things like that. Since I've grown up, I love the kitchen. I spend most of my time in the kitchen. If it's not in my room or out with my roommate or at the church or with my family, I spend most of my time in the kitchen because I absolutely love to cook. One of my hobbies is cooking. If I'm stressed, I cook. If I'm sad, I go to my room, cry for a little bit, and then I come and cook. It's in my nature. And I've always said that nursing didn't work out, the medical field didn't work out, that I was gonna go into culinary arts. I still say that to this day, and that was like 10, 15 years ago. But anywho, Growing up, my grandmother, she is one of the best cooks I know. Both of my grandmas are, but my Hispanic grandma, her rice is literally life. Like, there are so many good things about her cooking, and I learned so much about that woman. Abuela, te amo, te adoro, te extraño un montón. Gracias por enseñarme las maravillas de la cocina y las maravillas de el cuchillo y las maravillas de el sabor boricua. I love you, Grandma. I miss you. Anyway, I'm gonna keep cutting some potatoes up here. I lost count while talking to you guys of how many potatoes I used, but just eyeball it. I mean, that's what I do. I always eyeball it, and if I need more, I need more. Sometimes I like to make a little extra just so we have some lunch for the next day, but it don't really matter. I've always been a throw down in the kitchen kind of person, you know what I mean? Anyway, because I'm Hispanic, I don't use that little plastic thing that comes on the bag. I just make a little knot. Now my bowl looks like this. I think these are enough potatoes for 2 of us. If it's not, oh well, doesn't matter. Now what I'm gonna do is rinse them off, take all that extra dirt off and things like that it has, and I'll be right back. Okay, fam, so the potatoes are rinsed. Now I'm gonna go in with my not fresh, but my minced garlic. Still got my little thing here. I'm gonna get a little tablespoon, and I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3.5 spoons of garlic. Anyway, 3.5 spoons of garlic. Now I'm gonna get my garlic salt and I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Again, I'm a Hispanic woman. We are all about the flavor. Flavor. Okay, and then we're gonna get some adobo. I like the kind without pepper because I don't really like the taste of the pepper. It's not good. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on top just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna get my EVOO and I'm gonna spray it. Now I'm gonna go back with the little spoon I use because recycle, reuse, or recycle. And I'm just gonna mix in all the ingredients. Now this is what they should look like. I'm gonna continue mixing just a little longer here. This is what they should look like, all nicely coated with the seasonings and everything. Done. I'm gonna put them on this baking pan. I'm gonna spray a little bit more. A little cookie shit. Got this at Target. And I'm just gonna dump it. And now I'm gonna use the same spoon because we're using recycle. Now I'm gonna separate the patatas. In French is pomme de terre. Now I'm gonna just separate these very nicely here in a nicely fashion. And I'm gonna throw these in the oven on bake 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're nicely cooked. I should have preheated the oven, but oh well. I'm gonna go put these in. Okay, so once that is done, what I like to do in between is clean off my area here, put all the ingredients that I'm not using away, and wash the dishes. I like to wash dishes as I go, because if you don't wash dishes as you go, they're gonna stack up in there, and you ain't gonna do them until tomorrow. Like, let's be honest. I don't do them until tomorrow. So, anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash those dishes, put all the things away, and I'll be right back for the next step. Okay, so now that we've changed the scenery a bit, I'm going to come over to the stove. And I'm gonna put the steak on my little pan. Look how cute this is. We got this at like, I think Bell's Outlet, because we cheap around here, girl. I'm gonna put this on medium high. It's like right between the medium and the high. And now, I went to Publix the other day and I saw this and I was like, this is genius because I don't have to season it myself. But I got the ready to cook seasoned beef. It's a beef fajita mix, but it's like pepper steak because it got steak and pepper inside of it. Anyway, you can season it with whatever kind of seasoning. So if you get the beef separately or the steak separately, whatever you're gonna use, slice it up into straight fajita lines. I don't really know how to explain that because again, I'm not a licensed chef. You're gonna wanna slice it up or dice it up. And then you're gonna want to get a yellow onion or a sweet, like Vidalia onion, or add peppers. You can add green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, just green peppers, just yellow peppers, whatever you want. You're gonna season your meat however you want. I usually, if I don't buy it already pre-seasoned or pre-made, what I do is season it with some adobo. Again, garlic, salt, oregano, and a little bit of sazon to give it some color. And then I just throw it on my hot pan. I'm going to invest in a skillet one of these days because you can make so many things with a skillet, and anyway, but I warm up my pan for a couple minutes, and then what I am going to do is put 1 scoop of butter or margarine, whatever you have, 1 tablespoon of butter, margarine, whatever it is that you have. Let that butter or margarine kind of cook. Half a teaspoon of some minced garlic. You can be fresh, it can be already cut like I used. And then I'm gonna throw the meat in there. This is what the meat looks like that I bought from Publix. It looks really delish and I'm so excited. But then I'm just gonna throw it on there, mix it up a little bit, cover it up and let it cook for a few minutes until it's cooked. And then we're gonna come back to our potatoes. Now, as the butter is melting, you wanna put in that half a tablespoon of minced garlic, like so, like that, like my auntie Tabitha on TikTok says. You're just gonna mix that in. And again, you don't wanna put the meat in here until all of this is done and melted. I used salted butter. You can use either salted or unsalted. It doesn't really matter. But I like to use salted because it adds a little more flavor to the meat. Now that the butter is all gone, I'm gonna throw the meat in. It's gonna look like, and I'm just gonna separate the pieces of meat, mix it in with my butter. Now, because I'm hungry from work, I'm gonna snack on some strawberries and Nutella because that's my business. Get a fork, take the little red stuff off, jab the fork on the back of the strawberry, grab the Nutella, dip it, and enjoy. Anyway, y'all, I stopped myself at 3 strawberries. I think I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest with you. Okay, guys, my meat is done. I put it on low just so it could kind of simmer there, and all the sugar on the potatoes. I think these might be done. Maybe. Let's take a look without burning my soul. Oh, yes, honey. Yes. Kind of give them a nice flip. Okay, guys. Food's ready. Looks great. Smells great. Hope it's great. Guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. I totally forgot to record the outro. But all in all, the food was absolutely delightful. The meat was a bit spicy. It had like a nice kick to it. I like it because I'm Hispanic, so I'm totally used to it. But if you're not used to spice or you don't like spice, I wouldn't recommend it for you. I would just recommend seasoning, using your own kind of seasoning. But it was absolutely delicious. I think Kaylee liked it. Didn't really like the fajitas, but again, I didn't season them, so I don't really care. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do a lot more of these because I love cooking and I also like to talk. So yeah, I will definitely be uploading a lot more videos like this. Like I said before, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, make sure to leave down below what you want to see next. If you want me to show you how to cook Puerto Rican food or desserts, snacks, just let me know. Holla at your girl. Thank you guys so much for watching again. And another quick reminder, always, always, always trust in the Lord. I know times are hard right now, but Sunday is coming. Bless you guys. Love you. Bye.